So you get points for streaming?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Okay. Yeah.
And hello, everybody. Welcome to another installment of T Pals Presents Buckeye Tournament Season 4, Week 6. We have Darkwing Deck. I have to make sure I say that correct every time. Darkwing Deck
Yep.
versus Vern Lee. Say what's up, guys.
What's up,
What's
man?
up?
So today we're going to have Darkwing Deck and Vern. And if Darkwing Deck wins this, he'll be tied for first. So Vern is coming in as the beater. Let's do it, Vern. So I'm going to mute them. They are going to mute me, and then they are going to play their game. I'm pretty sure we'll have a couple of people in the comments, so I will be able to respond to them. Good luck to you guys. Have some fun.
Nice, man. I'm gonna mute you now.
Yep.
All right. So we revealing.
All right. So today it looks like we're having Rogue versus Venom, and this is going to be a really good match. Simply because they both want to do the same thing, right? They both want to aggro out. They both want to fight every single turn. It's basically just going to be who gets the better fights. Looks like they see it's already tied on the die roll. Vern rolled a 9 now, and Patrick also rolled a 9. This is already getting heated, and they're only on die rolls. This is going to be intense, guys. So Vern looks like he rolled a 5, and Pat high rolled, and he rolled an 8, and that's literally going to be who wins. I bet you $20. Don't, no, I'm kidding. I'm not betting any of you. Absolutely not. So if I was a betting man, I would put my money on Rogue just because Rogue, once she hits level 3, Venom, if he's not already leveled, it's a problem because Rogue automatically reduces Venom and all his other people, reduces all of their stats by 2. He gets -2, whenever they melee attack her when Rogue is level 3. Rogue also has on level 1 a blue ability that gives her +2 attack and her opponent -2 attack. So that always helps on clapbacks. And at level 2, she gets +2 defense and -2 defense on her opponent while in melee combat for a blue. Obviously, that's going to be helping with clapbacks and also to make sure she gets over their defense. Venom is a 3/3 symbiosis. Everybody knows what he does. Rah, rah, rah. Level 2, he gains a green ability that also gives him believe it gives him the ability to KO supporting characters, which is lethal. So, looks like we're moving into it now. Pat has his hand. He mulliganed. Didn't like what he had in his first hand, but now he's coming out strong. As everybody knows, if you've played against Pat, he is a maniacal genius. He likes to sit there and think about all his options before playing his cards. So he has set a green. He's playing the Valverian Jungle, which came out of the set from uh, Aliens and Predators, or was it just Predators? Yes, it was Aliens and Predators. Jungle Hunter just gives me so many nightmares with that location. So right now, like I said, Pat is thinking about all his options. There you go. Comes out with a Spider Carnage, and now he's going to start his shenanigans as he should. He's going to climb with Venom, and that gives him 1 XP. Boop. It also gives him a +1/+1 counter, which is highly important, especially against Rogue. Now he's going to play We Are Venom, and what that does is it gives him 2 counters on everybody on the field if he has Venom on the field, which he does. That's his MC. He's also going to get 2 XP for that, so now he is up to 3 XP. And he needs 5 to level. Now he's a team attacking into Rogue. for a bunch. Let's just call it a bunch. So now Rogue is going to pitch so she can get 2 XP on the clapback. So Venom's attack is now 6 minus 2. So Venom's attack is actually going to be 4. And Spider Carnage's attack is also 4. So they're swinging for 8. Rogue is at 5 attack. She currently can only stun back Spider Carnage, unless there is some other tricks that Vern has in his pocket. Looks like they both passed. We're just waiting to see what the calculations are. Honestly, I think that this is a turn 1 stun on Rogue. I'm pretty sure Vern is just weighing his options, seeing if there's any other way that he can get out of this. A turn 1 stun on Rogue is actually really powerful. So now he's got to power her up. That gives her a 3rd experience. He's trying to get out of this wound. If he has 1 more power up, then he'll be able to be level 2. And if he's level 2, he will bounce the attack. So instead, they go for the stun. And Venom gets stunned, so does Rogue. Double stun on the first attack. But as we know, Rogue used a lot of resources for that turn. Hey, what's up, Iman? Thanks for supporting the chat. Sorry about the quality. Darkwing deck needs to get a better camera. We're going to start a GoFundMe. Hopefully he'll be able to get something where we can actually see his board clearly. Meanwhile, Vern is taking his turn. He is now on turn 1. 3 XP, 1 wound. And looks like he's just going to fly into Spider Carnage. As it stands right now, he didn't have any pumps. But it looks like Vern is surveying, trying to see if there's anything that he can. There you go. He powers her up, and now she is level 2. So Rogue now goes to level 2 and has 0 XP. And Spider Carnage takes a dive. That was Sarah. Everybody say hi to Sarah. Don't worry, like I said, the GoFundMe is live to get Pat a brand new camera so we can actually see his board instead of me explaining everything, because we all know that I'm really bad at that. So Pat sets another location going into turn 2. We all know what his turn 2 play is. It's another symbiote. Looks like Vern had actually whiffed on turn 1, which is a problem for him. He recruits what looks to be Lasher. I'm hoping it's. I could be absolutely wrong. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to look it up. Action symbiote. That is. Yep, that is Lasher. Lasher has Symbiosis and Berserker. It's pretty clear that Venom is going to level on this turn, regardless on if he has any other +1/+1 counters or anybody else. Lasher attacking plus his own climb ability will give him enough to level. Rogue, unfortunately, is only level 2, so while she can go from 2 to 3, she won't get the bonus of her level 3 until she actually gets to level 3. So as again, Venom climbs, so that gives him another XP, and then he team attacks, which levels Venom. So Venom is now level 2 with massive counters, as always, and no XP. He's team attacking into Rogue simply because Rogue is a big beast. Looks like Rogue is going to go ahead and take the stun. Because he used up all his tricks on that first attack. Feelsbad.com. Now we're going to Vern's turn 2. Obviously, he wants to level here as fast as possible. I'm surprised he didn't burn the blue to actually get 2 experience. That way he can level as soon as he attacks on this one. But we'll see where his mind's at. We know where mine's at. I didn't realize that, Iman, you were a dragon billionaire. How does it feel to be a dragon billionaire, bro? Looks like we got Vern thinking, trying to figure out exactly what he's going to do. Looks like he has I think that's the ferocious one. Let me just double check. I want to make sure I'm right. That is the aliens. Oh. Xenomorph. So that is a ferocious xenomorph. Ferocious xenomorphs basically say, oh, looks like he is chest bursting venom, which is giving the level 2 rogue XP. Now, in case you guys don't know, chest burst is actually pretty huge for rogue. And now she is at level 3. Chest burst gives -2, -2. Then she also spent the blue so she can get the XP the way that she just got. So now Rogue is level 3, which is the huge issue for Venom. Venom now also has 2 wounds, and I would have to say that this is going to be a little bit rough for Pat just because level 3 Rogue is pretty intense. She stops pretty much everything um, that Patrick is trying to do. So now Pat said he's on turn 3, 2 wounds each. So they are even on Pat's turn 3. Iman coming in saying he's pretty okay with being a dragon billionaire. I mean, I would be too, to tell you the truth. It's probably a gold dragon too, so you know he got money. Sheesh. Patrick is surveying his hand, trying to see if he has any way to get out of this. Level 3 rogue is pretty intense. Best way to stun her is to attack her via range. Hope that she doesn't have any tricks. But I can tell you right now, Rogue has tricks. Rogue used to be my favorite MC when I came back initially. Now I see that she gets ran over by a lot of different things. So I can't tell who Pat recruited. So I'm going to take a wild guess. Let's see. Symbiote. I assume he's a symbiote. And that looks like Demo Goblin. If that is Demo Goblin, please raise your right hand. So Demo Goblin is a 6'2" flight and range. Not quite enough to hit Rogue. And definitely can't attack her in melee because as soon as he does, he gets stunned because Rogue gives 2 -2s in melee combat. Now, I don't think they moved to the main phase yet. He's still trying to figure out what's the best option. It's really rough here. Rogue loses her ability to give negative defense and attack on level 3 with a blue, but she does it automatically as soon as she enters melee combat. So, and that's before any tricks can be played on Pat's part. So, on Darkwing Deck's part, once he attacks, he gets any attack triggers. Once the attack triggers resolve, before anything else, Rogue's enter combat ability triggers. So he would need something to protect his back end while going into Rogue. And gotta tell you, looks like we might have lost Vern. Oh, looks like we might have lost both of them. Let's see what's going on.
Vern?
Hey guys. Hey guys, looks like we
No,
lost you.
I apologize. I don't know what happened. I couldn't hear you, so I went out and went back in. I was just asking about the ferocious xenomorph 3-2 one with Ferocious in the back.
Yeah, that's correct.
All
Okay, cool.
right,
All right.
they're back in, so I'm gonna go ahead and let them. I'm gonna mute them again. Let them get back in it. Looks like we just had a little blink. All right, so while Pat surveys his hand, tries to figure out his best motives here, Rogue is already in it to win it. The two chest bursts really hurt him, took away all the counters that were on Venom, and allowed Rogue to stun him for free. Currently, as it stands, he could see Rogue also gets +2/+2 for each melee attacker. So it's not only that he's reducing the stats of whoever's going to team attack into her, she's also gaining for each person that team attacks into her. It's gonna be pretty interesting to see how symbiotes can overcome this. I'm not sure Patrick has a way. Uh, I'm thinking out of the boxes that he has, he would have to range it. He would have to team attack from range, and currently, I don't know if he has the ability to do that. So let's see what he has in store. Both sitting at 2 wounds. Wish I had some Jeopardy music. Boom. So now he plays. He climbs with Venom, and he plays We Are Venom. Gives everybody on the side +2/+2 if they have symbiosis. Demon Goblin does not have symbiosis, so he does not get the +2/+2. That would have been ideal because then he can range attack Rogue for exactly 8 to see if she had any tricks for him. Again, the GoFundMe is live to get Patrick a new camera, but as it stands right now, got to try to focus on what we can focus on for Pat. Vern is patiently waiting. He hasn't called a judge for slow play. He paid the green for Venom. And what this does for Venom is it gives him a +1/+1 counter on Venom for each character he's protecting, so he gets another +2/+2, and he has lethal. So Venom is now currently, if I'm not mistaken, 1, 3, 4, 5. He's +5/+5. He's 11/11. So if he attacks into Demon Goblin, so he paid the with the Clintari, he paid for Demon Goblin, so Rogue cannot ready next turn. So now he's team attacking into Rogue. Rogue is going to get +4/+4 because he's team attacking with 2 people. So now she is officially a 12/12, and he is team attacking into her for, I assume, what is more than 12. Might get stunned back though, which is kind of funny. But the fact that she can't ready next turn is pretty clutch. Once again, thanks everybody for tuning in. Shout out to everybody over at Buckeye for holding these tournaments. So it looks like Rogue is going down along with Venom. So now they are again tied on wounds. But the main important part is Rogue cannot ready on her next turn. Demon Goblin's going in, ranged attack. So all those ferocious tricks do not work. And now it's Vern's turn. Hey, that rhymes. Vern's turn, Vern's turn, Wayne's World. Yeah. All right. So Rogue is recovering and sitting there saying, gee, I can't ready. Next turn, they are going to be coming into me again. The problem is, Venom will eventually get big enough where he can go into Rogue by himself without any pumps. And once that happens, then it becomes a problem for Rogue. Technically, Rogue is ahead just because she has 7 health. Venom has 6 health, 5 health even, but he can heal. Let's see what the future holds for Rogue in this endeavor. It is turn 3 and has already become about for the ages. Whatever Pat did to his camera, I hope he keeps it that way. So it looks like Vern sets a face down. That's always sad for Rogue. And he recruited. See, that is a Brotherhood character. So let's find out what it is. So he recruited Lorelei. Anyway, when she enters combat, she may give an enemy character in the combat -2 attack, -1, or -2 defense this combat. So the range shenanigans will not work from Demon Goblin because he is 2 defense. He will get slapped up early. So now he's thinking to himself, how big can I? Do I want to make Venom bigger, which he can, and not let Rogue attack again? So turn 4, if he has a 4-drop, play. We'll see what his better options are. Vern is surveying the cards in his hand. Patrick is calculating all different types of things in his head. What I think Pat's gonna end up doing here, he's gonna climb with Venom, and he's gonna pay the green, give him another +2/+2 for if he has a fourth character. If he has a character you can put in the back, he'll just go ahead and leave him there, and so Venom can get more counters. If he doesn't have a recruit, Rogue is gonna get pinned down again with that Clintar, and he's gonna see if he can go ahead and try to stun her again, and then get the laser in the back. That's important. Can't have her sitting there because she can possibly team attack if he comes out with another character that has the same team affiliation. Once again, like to shout out everybody over in T-Pals. Thanks for just all the support, everything you do for me. Also, shout out to Chad. Did you guys know Chad is back? Let's get some F's in the chat for Chad, who is our old school. He's basically the reason why everybody knows what they're doing in this game. When I say everybody, I mean all the top players. I do not mean myself. Looks like Pat's still surveying his hand. He knows he has 4 resources. He's making calculations. He's trying to figure out if the Pythagorean theorem is going to help him here. I don't think it does. I could be wrong. So he goes ahead and he climbs with Venom. No recruits on his side. Kind of rough on turn 4. You think Venom would have at least another 2-drop to put back there. So then he is going to use the green to give him another +2/+2. So right now he is currently at +8/+8. So Venom is currently +8/+8. Venom is currently 14/14. So he can by himself go into Rogue and say stunsies at 14/14. He would become a 12/12. Rogue would become a 10/10. Plus all Rogue's tricks if she has any. Rogue does not have any tricks. So she goes down and she takes her 4th wound. Then Pat's going to send Lasher over into Lorelei. And looks like he's going to spin the blue so Rogue cannot ready again on her turn. See, that hurts for Rogue. Rogue needs to attack in order to get the job done against Venom. Looks like she's just not going to get it as long as Pat gets blues. That's important. So now we're going into turn 4 for Vern. Vern's looking at his options, surveying, seeing what he can do. I did not see if he placed a resource yet. I'm gonna pop in and just let him know that we can't see his hand on screen. That's kind of important for a tournament. Actually, I can't even pop in because they have me muted. Haha. So it looks like he's bringing out the acid xenomorph. So if you guys don't know what he does, whenever he has, oh, that's sets. I'm looking for factions. There he goes. Whenever he has a acid blood xenomorph, whenever he has a wound, and he can put a -1/-1 counter on each enemy character in the combat while he's wounded. He currently does not have a wound, so he has to get stunned first. Um, what Vern might do is just go ahead and run into. Oh, looks like he did not crash. I would have crashed because Venom does have access to be lethal, and Venom would obviously do that immediately. So it looks like we're going into Pat's turn 5. By the way, Pat is Darkwing deck. He is playing Venom. He has already set his daily bugle. He's surveying his hand, trying to see what are the best options for himself. Once again, once the stream is over, I will link the GoFundMe for Patrick to get a new camera. Oh, looks like we lost Vern. Vern did say that he's been having Wi-Fi troubles, so we're just gonna go ahead and try to see if we can get Vern back. I'll unmute him to see whenever he comes back.
Can you hear me?
I apologize. It froze, and then your camera disappeared again. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, waiting to get Vern's camera back.
I am honestly not sure whose end it's on. I apologize if it's mine. Do you I don't see your camera yet.
Still waiting for Vern to get his camera back.
Vern, can you hear me?
So,
all right, looks like
no.
so whenever he's wounded,
all right.
whenever
Let's
he
go ahead
gets
and mute him
attacked,
again. All right, so now we're back into it. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but again, this is contingent on everyone's Wi-Fi. So now Patrick is surveying, trying to see what's the best options for him. He does have a face-up daily bugle, so that means unless he pitches the blue, Rogue will be able to ready next turn. She won't be able to stun Venom. Venom is a little bit too big now. Venom is sporting +8/+8, so he's a 14/14. He would be a 12/12 to Rogue's 10/10 without any pumps. Rogue does have 4 wounds. Venom has 3. This has turned into a very heated match. I will have to apologize to Sarah because I told her I was going to be cooking dinner. And here we go, Red Goblin. So Red Goblin basically says for a red, your opponent either stuns a supporting character on their side, or they bounce that supporting character back. He is a 7/4 with range. That means that him and Demogoblin can team attack from the back row to hit Rogue. So right now, Patrick is trying to survey to see exactly what he's going to do. Looks like he's bringing Spider Carnage to the front. He wants Spider Carnage to be able to fight. Not sure why, but hey, I'm not in this tournament. I'm not playing this one. Uh-oh, looks like we lost Vern's camera again. There we go, back up. Vern's blinking in and out. We're good though. You know, it's funny. Whenever Vern's camera blinks out, Pat's camera actually clears up. Probably has to do with their Wi-Fi. Oh, here we go. Looks like we lost Vern again. He's having issues with his Wi-Fi. Hopefully he gets back soon. So right now we're just waiting for Vern to get back. He has said he had issues with his Wi-Fi. Hopefully he gets to come back soon. I'm gonna unmute Pat. See if how that works. And there we go. We got Vern back. Okay, so Vern is back up. Pat's back up. Let's see if we can do this turn. Looks like Vern is texting, trying to get some feedback from his group, his clan. No, I'm kidding. He wouldn't do that. He's an upstanding citizen. Looks like we lost Vern again. And he's back. Now let's see if he can stay in, or we can finish this match, or we might have to say, let's hold off and get back to it later. But we're gonna try to finish this right now though. Little choppy. Vern's camera's back up. And looks like we're good to go. All right. I want to make sure the connection is actually ideal. Vern's trying to see if he can fix his router. Oh, he's out again. And he's back. Looks like he's going to be blinking in and out. Now we're just basically waiting to see if they can let's see. I'm gonna see if I can get them to if I can pop back in real quick. Check out, make sure everything's okay with them. All right, so
Hey,
just waiting to see. Hey, Pat, what's going on?
I think Vern's having some technical difficulty. I mean, I don't mind at all. I think that's what the issue is right now.
Yeah, I saw him going in and out with his video, so I figured I'd just chat with you for a little bit while Vern works on his setup to make sure that he can get in here. I have him unmuted. Just let him know that I have him unmuted, so when he comes back, we can figure it out. So, how do you think things are going for you so far?
Without trying to be difficult, I don't want to comment on how I'm doing right now.
I get you.
For fear of the jinx.
I get you.
I'm just texting.
Guys, you
Vern right
can't
now.
hear me?
Hey, Vern, we can hear you, bro. We can't see you.
Oh, I
Hey
can't
man,
hear.
I'm on the phone right now. Pat can't hear me at all.
I think Pat might have to jump out and jump back in to hear you, but I
I
definitely can
think
hear you.
because I've been
Sure.
because I was
Let
in.
Vern know I'm gonna do that. I'll jump
Yeah,
out and
so
jump back
Pat
in.
said he's going to jump out and jump back in to see if he can hear you after that. All right, so Pat's back in. Vern, are you there?
I'm right here.
All right. Pat, can you hear Vern?
Yes.
Okay.
But no, Vern, say something.
I'm here.
Okay, here. Now I can hear you.
Okay, so
All right,
Vern, are
let's
you good
go.
to continue from here?
Let's go.
All right, so I'm going to
I'm
go ahead
right
and
here.
mute you guys again, and you guys go for it. All right. So now they're back up. Looks like Vern had to switch to his phone for Discord. He has his camera up though. Seriously, every time Pat and Vern disconnect to come back, Patrick's camera fixes itself. It's kind of amazing. So now we're going to actually start turn 5 for Patrick. For those who don't know, Patrick is Darkwing deck. He is on the left of your screen. So he's still doing his formation. He wants to make sure he gets his formation right, which I completely understand. He's going to climb with Venom. Venom is now +9/+9. So that means Venom is a 15/15 by himself. Pretty intense, if you ask me. Without any way to remove Venom's counters, this is going to be really difficult for Rogue. I do know he has the option if he has it. There's a 3-drop on the company team for a blue, removes all the counters on someone and pushes them. So if he has access to that in his deck, then Vern will be able to get rid of all the counters on Venom. Right now, it looks like he's trying to work around Chest Burst. Didn't have to think too hard for that one. Lasher would get an extra +1/+1 due to Berserker. I'm trying to see. It looks like Lasher has 2+3/+3, so he is so big. And as I thought, Rogue was going to get team attacked from range to give her her 5th wound. Rogue is starting to teeter a little bit. Looks like he gave Venom some extra counters just in case. I don't know if I would have did that immediately. I might have waited a bit. But you know what? Not my game. So we are going into turn 5 for Vern and Rogue. It's a lot of options. Pat's trying to focus his camera, showing off his manicure. Again, we're gonna try to get Pat a new camera sometime in the near future. I wonder if he moves his laptop out of the angle, will it help? Probably would, right? Oh well, can't tell him. So sets another face down, which is always sad for Rogue. Rogue's moving up to the front because she says, I'm here and I'm ready to fight now. Nobody has range in the front. I'm sorry, nobody has flight in the front. So it looks like Rogue is just gonna fly over. Immediately stun Demigoblin for free with her ability. And then looks like Acid Xeno is going to suicide. And then play Chest Burst. Oh yeah, get rid of those counters. Get rid of all those counters. So he just took out three counters off of Venom, which obviously hurt Venom. Going into turn 6 for Pat, he sets another Daily Bugle, which is ideal for Venom. Pat is making sure that he understands that he is on turn 6. He's trying to go for Rogue 6. That's kind of what you have to do against Rogue. You have to stun her each turn. You have to go 1 through 7 and stun her each turn. Currently, Venom can stun her by himself, as long as Rogue doesn't have any tricks. Pat is still thinking, weighing his options. Shout out to everybody going to Oklahoma at the end of the month. Make sure you hit me up. We're going to be gonna see if I can get some interviews out there. I'm gonna get some live feeds if the Wi-Fi is good out there. And shout out to John Phillips for helping us with that. He set that up with his local game store out there, Paper Games, or is it Popper? I think it's Paper. Anyone looking for information for that tournament, it will be in the Facebook group, Versus System. You can also check out the Versus System Illuminati Discord. A lot of information is there as well. Or you can go ahead and comment here, and I can shoot you a link so you can gather all the info yourself. Or do as I like to do, and that's message John Phillips 13 times at 3 a.m. It has to be 13. If it's not 13 times, he's not going to answer. Trust me on this. So Patrick surveying his hand, trying to see what the best option is for himself. Looks like he has about 5 cards in his hand. A lot of calculations to be done. He's going to recruit Sheik in the back row. Gives him another flight and range character to team attack into Rogue safely from range. For those that don't know, Shriek is a 5/5 with range. For a blue, she could put 3 counters, 3 -1 counters on an enemy character in the combat. That's for any combat. So she can also do that to Rogue if she decides to fly over and hit her. So he moved everyone to the back, and he's going to do the thing that we all think he's going to do, which is pump Venom to give him +4 counters and also give him lethal, just so Venom can be big enough where Rogue cannot stun him by herself. He's going to team attack with Red Gob and Sheik into Rogue from range, and Rogue will be taking her 6 wound at this time. Now she is teetering on death, which is see, Vern draws, he recovers, he says, I got plans. I got plans for those hands. You're not gonna beat me. So Rogue has 1 turn, 1 chance to survive. He's gonna have to take out at least one of those range characters and also lower Venom's +1/+1 counters. I see it as happening. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but hopefully Pat is prepared for the future if it does happen. Nah, that's not working. Your manicure is cute and all, but it's not working. Oh, looks like we lost Vern again. He's still in the Illuminati chat with us, so we're just gonna hold off and wait to see if he's gonna come back. I mean, if you look at all the counters on Venom, he's pretty huge. I would kind of run away from that too if I could. And a big shout out to Pat for just allowing Vern to have the issues that he has. He's being a really good sport. I'm gonna go ahead and unmute Patrick and see if I can get him in. Just get him chatting a little bit. I'm gonna unmute Vern just in case he comes back as well.
I hear you.
Hey Pat, how you doing, man?
Should I go out and come back in?
No, we don't have Vern. We don't have Vern on voice or video right now. So we're just we're waiting. I said, like I told the stream, we set up a GoFundMe for you to get a new camera.
Nice.
Hopefully, you know, it'll help with the focusing issues. What's really interesting is that every time Vern leaves and comes back, or you leave and come back, like your camera fixes itself.
I know it's bizarre.
It is bizarre.
It's definitely...
Can you hear me?
Hey, there we go. We can hear you, Vern.
Hi.
I cannot yet. I'm gonna
I
do
can
the old
see.
out in.
All right, so Pat's gonna leave and come back because he can't hear Vern. Patrick, can you hear Vern?
Hello.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it, sir.
Oh, okay. Vern is going ahead and conceding. Okay, Vern. Do you have the ability to stay and chat for a little bit?
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay on the phone. So
Okay.
yes.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
All right. So Vern, take us through a couple of turns. It looked like you leveled really quickly, which is what you were supposed to do, but then it kind of just Couldn't get back on the horse, huh?
Yeah, I didn't pull. I actually pulled too many power ups, and
Ah,
no characters.
ah.
I needed I needed to get Parker, and I didn't pull him.
Yeah, I was waiting for the Parker beatdown. I was like every turn he was up here with counters, I was like, oh, he's gonna cattle prod the hell out of him.
It would have been nice.
It would have made it
Yeah,
definitely would have
I
made
was
it
pulling.
interesting.
Yeah, and then with all the range characters, like I wasn't expecting to see what was it, Shriek you played?
Yeah, yeah,
I wasn't expecting to see Shriek. I knew that at that point I just had to make sure that he didn't have multiple range attackers.
yeah.
Right.
But
Yep.
yeah, basically Demo Goblin did me in, man. I couldn't. If I could have kept swinging, it would have been different. But I couldn't even attack. So
Yeah, and I was telling the stream that Demogoblin is the secret tech, because he is ranged, and he also can, if you load him up with one of the equipments, then he's also a symbiote, so he gets to grow with Venom.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
Pat, looks like you kept your whole board from turns 1 through 6. That's pretty intense, bro.
Yeah, no, I looked at Vern's boxes a little bit, and I was like, I really like Parker is a problem. There's no easy way to play around him. So I think the strategy is just going to be get as big as possible. Shout out to Demo Goblin, MVP of the match, keeping you from attacking me 2 turns. You had me at 2 wounds. That could have been the game right there.
Yeah, and no heals on your side, which is pretty interesting too.
Yeah.
yeah, as soon as Demo Goblin came out and I saw what you had in your row, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a problem. And then he just
Okay.
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say like when the last couple turns were happening, I was like, if he drops a Parker right now, it's a problem, or if he drops Park like we're at turn 6, I went first, but I was waiting for you to drop like a Parker and a power loader or something. I was like, that will swing the game.
Yeah, and in fact, I was actually waiting for that too. If he got the power loader, Venom definitely would not have been able to get up high enough to hit her.
Well, that's why I kept growing him because if he gets up to a 17-17, he can trade with her even if she has the power loader.
That's true. That's true. Actually, no. Yeah, you're right. If it's 17-17, you trade, and then she loses the power loader. All right,
Oh,
guys. Well, I'm sorry. Go
I
ahead.
had two. Yeah, I had two more power ups in my hand, and I had a power loader, but it would have been a waste of time to play it because it would have just got taken off.
Yeah.
So I didn't play it. I just needed to pull Parker. I never pulled him.
Man.
Vern, can I ask why you played Freedom Force rather than playing Deadpool and Friends? I mean, both have their pros and cons. I was just curious why you did that.
Combination of slightly. So really, this deck was built basically in general. It wasn't built to beat your deck,
Yes.
and so basically, a lot of the cards in this deck are made to contend against stuff like Outriders.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
um, so Freedom Force gives her extra power ups. Yeah, you lose Solo, but the thing about Solo is you're not really protecting Solo in this meta.
That's
Hmm.
true.
If you go up against Outriders, so it's like, okay, I'm gonna try out this version, which gives her more power ups and gives her Lorelei, which the Outriders hate her.
Yep.
Hmm.
And he gives a few other if he gives a few other characters like Alpha and Scarlet Witch is actually really underrated. So that's why
You also
just
get
wanted to
the
test it out.
oh yeah, and you also get the readying plot twist, which would obviously be really helpful in like an Outrider matchup if some of them are buffed.
Right, that's potentially a thing you can do.
Hmm.
So it's this is a format where you got to get a little bit weird.
Yep.
I
Um,
agree 100%.
so yeah, so
Well, guys,
that's it.
thanks a lot for letting me stream. I really appreciate it. Vern, do you have any? I know you got shout outs, man. Go ahead.
Man, I don't have no shout outs, man. You guys know who I am.
You don't want to plug yourself? You got a
Team
whole
Apex.
Patreon over there. Don't want to plug yourself,
Team
bro?
Apex.
Mhm.
Team Apex FTW. We got a Patreon. We are an Anchor. We post stuff all over Discord and YouTube. Hey everybody, if you're new, then nice to meet you.
All right, all right. And Darkwing Deck. Go ahead and.
Okay, shout out to the missus for letting me play.
Oh.
Shout out to the missus for this last weekend was my birthday, and she had some really nice stuff, like some friends from here. She baked some cupcakes that was wonderful, and then shout out to Teams Let's Get Dangerous. Looking forward to watching them rip it up at Tulsa.
Absolutely, absolutely. And as always, shout out to Team Buckeye. Thank you for doing this. Without you, we wouldn't be here. Shout out to T Pals for all the support. Iman for always hitting up the chat. And also shout out to Team Apex. Thank you for doing everything that you're doing over in your Patreon. And also, um, as always, like and subscribe. Shameless plug. Later.
Vern was like, "I'm out."